Kevin, I have not even gotten to really talk to you yet, and I can already tell how amazing you are. And it is such an honor to have you here on WWE's The Bump. Also, happy belated birthday,
Yeah.
by the
Thank
way.
you.
What a
It's an
great
honor to be
birthday
here.
present, right?
Huh?
Yes.
Yeah,
So, what a
it
great
is.
birthday present, right? Well, listen, how are you doing leading into possibly one of the biggest weeks of your life?
It's crazy. It's just kind of been a rush experiencing all of this.
Now,
I
Beth,
bet.
obviously we heard your voice there and you're narrating this documentary, which is so cool, but you referenced this a little bit earlier. There's some parallels here between you and Heaven because you kind of broke your own barriers in amateur wrestling when you were in high school. So how did you kind of feel that connection there? And, you know, maybe, I don't know if people know a little bit more about that story and how it was kind of the foundation for your professional wrestling career.
Yeah, so again, Heaven and I's stories are very different. Like I was wrestling in the late 90s. Things were very different back then. I got a statistic actually from Sally Roberts, who started a foundation called Wrestle Like a Girl, that in 1990 there was 100 female wrestlers in the entire United States wrestling on high school teams. So 100 to just give a perspective on how much the sport has grown until 2021. And then I got a figure that said in 2020 there was 29,000 female wrestlers in the entire United States. So Heaven is at the front of the pack when it comes to not only inspiring those around her, but also, breaking down barriers for the sport as a whole. As we get it sanctioned in more and more states, there will be more participants, more eyes on the sport, and more opportunity for scholarships for young ladies that have a talent and a passion for wrestling. It could open up doors to go to a university or to pursue a career of their choice because, of this athletic talent they have, just like Heaven. So her story is so huge on a much grander scale because putting all these eyes on the sport as a whole does huge, huge work for the future of female athletes.
That's awesome. It's really astounding when you think of it in that context. And Heaven, your story, which is incredible, has definitely been covered in the media before this, but this documentary is going to put a whole new set of eyeballs onto you and your story. What do you want people who are going to be discovering you and that story for the first time this weekend to know about you?
Just because I wrestle doesn't mean it's like the entire thing about me, but I think it's good to show strength in like women's sports.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, I also want to kind of do something like a kind of two-part here. Beth, you mentioned before, this is kind of the first time that you and Heaven are actually getting to sit, although not in the exact same place, but getting to sit and kind of and chat. So what advice, words of wisdom could you lend to Heaven? And Heaven, when she finishes this advice, I would love for you, if you have any questions for Beth as you continue pursuing your career. So Beth, words of advice for Heaven.
When I had a chance to watch this documentary, which is, again, Heaven, like you just said, it's not all of you, it's a part of you. It's a little tiny snapshot of the person that you are. What I took from that is you're just such a centered person and you know who you are. And I find that so powerful. You know what you want to do, you know what you like, and no matter what obstacles were put in front of you, you pursued that and didn't give up on your dreams, and even with, those around you, your parents having concerns, I truly understand that with my mom and, my story as well. But I think if you continue, I know you have big dreams for your future, and even this coming wrestling season, your last wrestling season, hoping to become the very first high school female wrestler to win two state championships.
Yeah.
So in tackling that huge obstacle and what comes next, I would encourage you to continue being who you are and pursuing your interests. And again, you nailed it on the head. It's not all you are, it's a part of who you are. And I think that message is strong for young ladies and young female athletes. So you've already got it figured out.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Is there anything you want to ask Beth, WWE Hall of Famer?
Well, it's crazy how much the sport has grown, but even now it's still difficult for anyone navigating like through any sexism or like poor remarks towards women in the sport. I want to know what you would say to anyone who may be struggling with that.
Yeah, well, you mentioned it in the documentary. I think, there's always going to be the naysayers, but there's a certain hurt in my heart that comes when I hear it coming from another woman. I think that I feel like strongly that that's the part that's most difficult to process when it comes from another woman, because we all should be there for one another. So I think when you're hearing the negativity, also understand that they might not understand, the change. It's a lot of change. Young ladies like yourself, it was a huge moment, and they just have to kind of start understanding that the world is changing. But the biggest thing I would say is like lean on those that will give you that positivity and support. There's always going to be the haters. We talk about this a lot in WWE. There's always the haters. Don't focus on that. Keep your focus on your family and your supporters and those that will pick you up and lift you up.
Yeah, thank you.
There you go. Great words of advice for anybody. Now, Heaven, I have to say, I just noticed in one of those pictures there, you are wearing a championship title. So I have to bring this up. Have you thought about maybe a potential tag team with a Hall of Famer like Beth Phoenix down the line?
That would be pretty cool.
Okay, so now it's a possibility. You're saying there's a chance. That's good enough for me. Beth, I think it would work.
It's out there.
You know what? There's also an option to be like a Rocky and Mickey situation. I could be Mickey. I look really great in a toque. You know what I mean? Like, and Heaven can be Rocky.
That's good too.
All of these ideas are good. All of these ideas are good. And Heaven, before we let you go, like Kayla said at the top, this is going to be a really big week for you. We all can't wait to watch it. What are you hoping, that audiences take away from watching this documentary?
I just hope that it can really help, like, women in any, like, male-dominated area, and whether it's sports or in the workplace, I feel like it could be a source of inspiration, and I hope people can take that.
Awesome.
So too.
Well, Heaven, thank you so much. We are so excited to watch your documentary, which, again, premieres this Sunday on the WWE Network. You are such an incredible woman, and we can't wait to see what you do, and we're ready for you at WWE, whatever. So
Thank you.
Heaven, thank you, and keep doing your thing, girl.
Thanks, Heaven.
Thanks,
Congrats.
Heaven.
Thank you. I appreciate it.